But before I begin that, I wanted to congratulate you for joining Haber India as brand manager.
Thank you.
If you have to tell people who Molly Maheshwari is today,
Molly Maheshwari is a person who is full of optimism, yet have seen many hardships in her life. When you fail at one decision making, there's another one coming for you. If that wouldn't have happened, Narayana would never have happened.
right? And we would have not got you as a
Yes.
child, right? You picked up something that is very, very dearly to me, entrepreneurial mindset.
So that growth mindset and entrepreneurial mindset would always help you. When you uplift others, that's when you grow.
Right.
In this world where the audience is the king, you can understand about their behaviors, their self-esteem, their status, their pride, their taste and preferences, everything through psychology. You know, Apple has done wonders for itself.
If you had to advise people that, okay, if you want to become a brand manager,
So number one, I would recommend people to read a lot of books. There's another option, podcast like when you are listening, Mad Over Marketing, The Sorted Girl, Social Samosa, follow those pages. If you see big, you dream big. And when you dream big, you plan well.
that's one good takeaway that I would want to take up from this conversation. So, hi Molly.
Hello sir.
Welcome to the podcast Beyond the Placement. This podcast is basically to understand ordinary people like a lot of ambitions we're talking to who have taken their own journey and made some extraordinary decisions in life which has made them who they are. We are going to talk to them and to explore what is that special thing that each one of you are carrying, and that has led to not just the placements, but I think whatever you will do in life is because of those aspects. So we're going to talk about that. But before I begin that, I wanted to congratulate you for joining Haber India as brand manager.
Thank you.
Great. While we'll come to your placements and journey of Narayana a little later and little longer, I want you to take back to your childhood and शुरू से शुरू करना चाहता हूँ. Tell me, as a child, Molly Maheshwari, how she was.
She was a cowboy. She used to, she was never notorious. She never used to get scoldings because she was always the troublemaker. So what I used to do, I used to tell my elder brothers, or like whatever anybody used to say me, I used to write it down on a piece of paper, and then when they used to come, my cousins, then I used to give them. See, this person did this person did this, and now you beat them up. And they used to beat them up. Always they used to get the scolding and I used to be, yay, पिट गए.
अच्छा, tell me, being a sister, कभी गलत इस्तेमाल उठाया है भाइयों का?
हाँ, I mean that's the birthright, no.
Okay, so yeah, you know that because you will tell and they will do it. You just have.
Yeah. I was the little sister, so I was very pampered. I used to get gifts like anything, and yeah, I was.
So all the pampered sisters, please acknowledge this is a habit that most of you have this with your brothers, right? So that's a public acceptance.
Oh no! Did I get into trouble? Sorry, guys.
Right. So yeah, I understand. So do you mean to say that you were also an extrovert kind of person in your childhood, or you were like outgoing completely? You were an experimental person. Does this synonym sound like you?
Yes, it does sound like me. I used to be very strong-willed. I used to take unsaid decisions at a very young age. I used to tell people, no, this is right, this is wrong. You should not do it. I think so. My moral compass was straight since the childhood. I never used to indulge in any of those sorts that could result in any injury or anything. I never injured myself or anyone else. So I was the responsible one.
Anchoring onto your word moral compass, people nowadays often see कि बहुत ज़्यादा सीधे होने से कोई फ़ायदा नहीं होता है. I think people take moral as being सीधा होना in today's time. What is your definition of moral compass?
So my moral compass is have fun. Take life lightly. You don't need to be यही करना है, this is a box, you have to fit in. No, that's not moral. Moral is when you don't hurt someone, when you are kind to others, when you are looking out for yourself yet not pulling anyone down. You don't need anyone to, be scorched down to earth, but you just have to stand up for yourself.
Interesting. Great. I want to give it a moment, and if you have to tell people who Molly Maheshwari is today, so that we can go back and connect the dots.
Right. So Molly Maheshwari is a person who is full of optimism, yet have seen many hardships in her life. She chooses challenges and not a safe thing. She loves to experiment, she loves to grow, she loves to empower other people and be the guiding person that I never got.
Interesting.
So for me, helping someone, or if someone gets something from me in terms of value creation, I would do it in a heartbeat, because I think so when you uplift others, that's when you grow.
Right. Interesting. Great. So that's Molly Maheshwari for you. So Molly, tell me about your school education. How was your education? What did you learn? If you have to talk about some key takeaways that you learned during your school time, what would it be?
Believe it or not, I was the person who was the most introvert person, because I was bullied in my middle school. So I had no friends, I was alone, there was this academic pressure, things going on in my family, there was no one there, But I chose to fight it. I could have just given up, my grades were going down, it could have remained that way and nobody would have cared. But I was always a fighter. I love.
And did that come naturally to you, or I mean, fighting spirit? How did you pick? I mean, did someone encourage you to be like this, or it was a very natural instinct to you? I mean, if you reflect back.
I think so. It would be my mother. She stood behind me like a rock. She knew things were difficult for me, and she stood there. But also, apart from that, वो बोलते हैं ना, चार्ल्स डार्विन की एक थ्योरी है, थ्योरी ऑफ सर्वाइवल
फिटेस्ट.
Yeah, the survival of fittest, exactly. So that is what I followed. I don't think so I had a choice to be a fighter or not to be a fighter. But yeah, I mean, when you have no choice left, there is only one choice left.
Right. Great. So you did your schoolings, and now comes the time, usually when lot of kids have to make their important decision, what they call as 12th अच्छा हो गया, 10th अच्छा हो गया, boards अच्छे हो गए, 12th अच्छे हो गए, तो life set है. That's the first, I think, validation comes from parents about your life. How did you make your choice there?
In terms of 12th or college?
12th.
I was very good in SST. I used to teach children of my own class, and they used to all circle and gather around me, and I remember standing and teaching them on the chalk and board with the manual stuff, and they all scored 90 plus. So I thought, Molly, oh my god, there's potential. Okay, let's choose something theory. So that was the only thing I had in my mind. कि थ्योरी में अच्छे हो तो लेट्स गो आगे थ्योरी में ही. सो द मोस्ट थ्योरेटिकल थिंग आई कुड गेट इज ह्यूमैनिटीज़. So yeah, I chose humanities. I don't know if that was the right decision or not, but yeah, it is done and dusted, and I'm not worried about the decision that I made.
So while you were teaching these kids, while you mentioned that it helped you to reflect that you are good in social studies and theory, you were also learning something on the way.
Exactly.
I think you learned how to share your learnings, how to convey your things to kids, especially when there is a gap. So like you are a little grown up and the kids are in a different way, going up to their level and making them understand leadership. Sometimes when they look up to you, how do you engage them within the classroom? These are a lot of interpersonal skills that often gets learned into a unknowingly, like you're not even knowing that you're learning something in the process of doing something. So I think what a lot of I've seen character traits in you, I think that would come from such activities, smaller activities that you would have taken up. Often we underpower those things. Life में हम तो छोटी मोटी चीज़ें करते हैं, हम तो कभी कभी वैल्यू बहुत कम करते हैं, बट उन्होंने हमको शेप अप किया हुआ होता है. joy of little things.
Yes.
Yeah, so those are some things, but yeah. So now let's move. So you took humanities into your 12th science, and then how did you arrive at making decision कि आप graduation में क्या करोगे? And why I'm asking this question is to help a lot of our audience to understand, because somebody listening to this might be in their 12th standard and 10 things to think of while making a decision कि मेरे को ग्रेजुएशन में क्या करना चाहिए, करियर कैसे बनाएंगे, पेरेंट्स का प्रेशर क्या है, पेरेंट्स की अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या है, इंडस्ट्री किस तरफ जा रही है, एआई आ गया है तो मेरे को एआई पढ़ना चाहिए, बाकी तो कोई काम का नहीं है. देयर आर हंड्रेड्स ऑफ थिंग्स दैट गोज इनटू अ माइंड. व्हाट वाज योर स्टेट ऑफ माइंड एंड वर यू वेरी क्लियर विद द चॉइस, वर यू कंफ्यूज्ड और एम्बिगुअस अबाउट मेकिंग अ चॉइस? टेक अस बैक इनटू दैट frame of mind.
So yesterday I would actually, I am deviating from a topic a little bit, but it will come down eventually. So yesterday I was listening to a podcast. It is said that if when you start a business, then the founder should not know many things. Otherwise they would never have started. क्योंकि सबके downfalls इतने हैं, they never know. So same was my case. I had very few knowledge, and I'm not afraid to accept that. I went to career counselor, but everybody has their own commissions set and everything, so it was not of use. Then I just followed the lead. I scored a whopping 95%, but that was still not enough for DU college. So I did not get my dream college and my dream degree of psychology honors. So then I made a choice that I would do BA program. Psychology plus advertising, sales promotion and marketing.
Interesting combination.
Yes. So this combination was very rare, and I think so only 32 or 34 students out of the whole Delhi University had it. So the amount of the skill set was rare, the combination was rare, but the intent to learn and the introduction to commerce in my life was new. Then when I studied commerce, I realized I have a entrepreneurial mindset. So yeah, that helped me. So when you fail at one decision making, there's another one coming for you. If that wouldn't have happened, Narayana would never have happened.
Right. And we would have not got you as a
Yes.
child, right? You picked up something that is very, very dearly to me, entrepreneurial mindset. I see a lot of people want to do an entrepreneurship for various reasons. What is your take on entrepreneurial mindset as compared to an entrepreneurship?
Okay.
Or rather, I would say that why entrepreneurial mindset is important for everyone.
Okay. So when you have an entrepreneurial mindset, even if you do a job, you always think about costs. You always think about strategy. You always think about how can we grow this. So that growth mindset and entrepreneurial mindset would always help you. Be it be your job. When you are an entrepreneur in your job, it's called entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is external and entrepreneurship is internal. So entrepreneurial mind doesn't have to mean that you should own a business. It only means that you have to strategize, think enough to analyze your business environment, in my opinion.
Not think into a proportionate way, but working in such a manner that creates disproportionate outcome.
Exactly.
So I think a lot of people have thought startups or entrepreneurship सिर्फ उन्हीं के लिए है जिनको business start करना है, and I think that's one very, very important takeaway. I would want the audience to pick up that entrepreneurial mindset is very, very important in today's time, because as you have been already listening, that a lot of things are being taken up by AIs and all those things, but this mindset and this spirit is very, very natural as a human being.
Exactly.
And I think it's always there, but we kind of want to narrow down ourselves and just not focus about it. As a human being, we will always seek for growth. It's only in those narrow-mindedness that we stop focusing on that.
Right.
And we kind of focus into a smaller objective that is not helping us. However, I think we'll always do that. So yeah, to all those people listening to this, entrepreneurial mindset is something that you have to go and seek out for. That's one good takeaway that I would want to take up from this conversation. So you've done BA psychology and especially with marketing advertising, you know, psychology and business ऐसे तो बहुत जुड़े हुए लगते हैं बट कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी भी लगते हैं. सो से फॉर एग्जांपल यूजुअली हमने साइकोलॉजिस्ट को जो सुना होता है वो बड़ी ही यू नो दे टॉक अबाउट व्हेन वी से साइकेट्रिस्ट की बात करते हैं. सो ऑफन द एडवाइसेस दैट कम्स फ्रॉम अ साइकेट्रिस्ट इज वेरी नॉट वर्ल्डली समटाइम्स, नॉट वर्ल्डली समटाइम्स. इट्स कि बोलना आसान है, करके देखो मुश्किल होता है. दैट काइंड ऑफ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन कम्स. एंड व्हेन यू स्टडी साइकोलॉजी, ह्यूमन माइंड, ह्यूमन ब्रेन, a lot of things happens on the reality on a very contradictory side. What is your so far encounter with psychology and business? How do you think you'll match this both and do wonders for yourself?
Right. So one very big myth that I would like to address to the audience is there's a difference between psychologist and psychiatrist. Psychiatrist is completely clinical. It is for clinical disorders. Their advice will never be worldly. And there is psychologist. Psychologist means a counselor. It's like a friend you can talk to. And therapies are very common. Please seek help if you need to. Right. So coming back to my question. So yeah, this sounds like a very two worlds that are very apart yet interconnected. I would like to say that psychology and marketing are closely being related now. I have done my thesis on neuromarketing. So it's a perfect amalgamation of psychology with behavioral economics, with science, and it is so wonderful that you can use eye tracking, you can use fMRIs, you can use EEGs, all those techniques in order to know your audience better. In this world where the audience is the king, the customer is the king, you can understand about their behaviors, their self-esteem, their status, their pride, their taste and preferences, everything through psychology. And it's a long-term game. See how Apple has done wonders for itself.
Right.
Using psychology, it's a business, and yet using psychology, it has patented the box, even the box. Imagine the amount of detail that it has.
Right.
Even with them, it is not extravagant, it's very minimal, and yet the impact is so profound that now it is a symbol of status.
Right.
Wouldn't have been possible without psychology.
Interesting. So now you have taken up a role as brand manager for Haber India. Now is the time when you get to apply a lot of things that you have learned, and you've spent some time now. Tell us about your experience with, if anybody is looking forward to be a brand manager or a social media, somebody who's into the consumer facing role wherein you need to design something that affects the consumer choice. What is your giveaways for them, that what should they focus on learning and gaining as a skill?
So if I talk about being a brand manager, so for being a brand manager, you need to first acknowledge whatever the company has done since a long time. You have just entered the world of being a brand manager, but that company is going on since ages. And it is about time that brand managers realize that you always want to make an impact on the company, but without understanding what they were doing prior is a catastrophe that you are inviting, honestly. So understand, be in the company for like 1 month, then open your mouth to give suggestions because you look nice.
Right.
It is coming from a studied choice, a studied observation from what you have seen around. So this recounts me as one of my mistakes that I did personally. So what I did, I entered and I was very enthusiastic as usual, my characteristic. So I entered and the first day I said, sir, इसमें ना कुछ emotional appeal नहीं दिख रहा है. So let's just add emotional appeal. Then I realized that I am in a mass premium center, and people, one, AI may be or may not have the budget for it. I may not have the resources for it, the technical skills, human personnel, and everything. So I studied. I heard a lot of podcasts, and the learnings that I could get is, as a brand manager, you should never rush into things. You should understand your customer profile very well. And there is no one customer profile. There are at least 5 customer profiles. And to tap on their psychology is when you connect to the brand and the audience. So it has to be plugged in like a socket. When it is plugged, it sparks electricity. So that spark has to be created.
Right. To get that spark, people are often, very attracted towards becoming a brand manager, especially who picks up marketing. And I think that's what a lot of people into marketing want to become. But what does the journey look like? It's like sales nahi karna. And so everybody thinks that the moment I complete marketing, I can start my career as a brand manager or something like that as a beginning. But what do you think are the prerequisites of it that sometimes often people do not work upon, like capability building of that part? So what do you think is that if you had to advise people that, okay, if you want to become a brand manager, then start doing these things from today?
So number one, I would recommend people to read a lot of books. Books like psychology. It could be pick up NCERT of 11th and 12th. It will help you to understand a lot of people's psyche, mindset, behavior, and people are not rational. So they do a lot of subconscious choice making. So how can you tap into that subconscious decision making, right? And if you are someone who does not like to read books, there's another option, podcast like one you are listening. So yeah, listen to podcast. There's Dr. Sanjay Arora. He works brilliantly, lovely. There's an agency called Mad Over Marketing, The Sorted Girl. Then there is Social Samosa. Follow those pages. You are scrolling, and that's fine. Even I do scroll. But
what content are you scrolling?
Exactly.
Same platform, but the consumption is different, right?
Exactly. On point.
Right.
And then you need to acknowledge, you need to study how brands have become brands. Like, you give me one situation, I can give you brands.
But Molly, what I've come across is, everybody talks about Apple, everybody talks about Amul, but it sounds fancy to study them. It sounds great, but the story has already been written. But when it comes to creating a brand, then brand manager chooses the brand. सो एक छोटी कंपनी को ब्रांड बनाने की जो जर्नी होती है वो काफ़ी डिफरेंट होती है.
ट्रू.
एंड पीपल आर जस्ट फैंसीड अराउंड भाई अमूल के बारे में बात करनी है तो अमूल ने ये कैसे वो टिपिकल टॉपिकल मार्केटिंग हो जाती है उसके बारे में बात करते हैं. एवरीथिंग दैट्स गुड, बट एज अ फ्रेशर व्हेन यू एंटर इनटू दिस वर्ल्ड, दैट्स नॉट द अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट यू हैव विथ यू. Like you took Haber India, and it's not something that if I go to any B school and if I say, will you work for Haber India, they would not know about it, right? So you are working on the process of building a brand, right? But don't you think that's one thing that people have to understand, that branding is a very different thing?
That might be true, but you need to have a goal. So the process is ugly. The process is always going to be ugly. But when you know the end result, your motivation is going to be that. So my motivation is to make Haber India like Apple. So it is about the intent. If you see big, you dream big. And when you dream big, you plan well. So I'm not saying pick up the strategies, the same strategies that these big people are building. I am just saying that look up to them. They have built a brand from the scratch. किसको पता था पहले अमूल क्या है? It came into picture, right? It fought, it had its struggle, but it did become a brand. So Haver India will become a brand eventually. It will.
So focus on the process.
Yes.
Don't just look at the outcome कि यार अमूल की कोई भी होगी तो, but the real study is how are they able to do it fast,
Right.
unlike others. So it will come as a surprise to everyone that Amul in today's time I think has only 98 or 99 hoardings. That's it. That's the only number of hoardings
Wow.
that they have across India.
Didn't know.
So how has Amul been, हर एक जगह पे अमूल की शॉप दिखना तो इम्पॉर्टेंट है, बट हाउ डज दैट सप्लाई चेन, सो दे हैव बिल्ड डिलीवरी हाईवेज, you know that this concept of highway delivery, so how their delivery supply chain has been sorted in such a manner that people rely on at least going to Amul shops maybe for any morning, afternoon, evening, but you go and you get it, and even to your local kirana store and everywhere.
Right.
That because if you're ordering, if you're not getting it, so sorting out those supply chain challenges and sorting out that, ensuring that the cooperatives are being always happy, keeping them at the center, lot of things. And then I was reading recently how Amul ki lassi, protein wali lassi aati hai, and when the management of Amul was saying that how they get even the last valuable thing out of the milk, and taking everything out of the milk, है ना, वरना जनरली कर्ड के बाद people just don't, so you create disproportionate outcomes out of the same product. एक मिल्क एक प्रोडक्ट है, उस मिल्क में से ये सारी अमूल की जितनी भी प्रोडक्ट्स हैं they have been manufactured. So the real process of understanding how they optimized each and every process, how they made a product out of each and every process is something that people should read. But always people get attracted at a surface level of doing few things. I think when you read about that, when you know about that, that's when you realize that how much thoughtful you have to be to create a value out of something. And now can you create those value, think like that for your organization, for your products, your services.
Exactly.
That how do I ensure that what I promise I deliver. You know, marketing is only as good as its operation. So
Right.
if your operation does not support your marketing, then marketing will not be able to survive for a longer term.
Exactly.
So your operations is operation says how good the marketing is.
Right.
Right.
So that also brings me to a point. So being a brand manager doesn't only involve marketing communications, but the overall product development, also the product packaging. So in my brand, I have also worked on packaging. I have also worked on labeling. I have also gone to the streets, to the very villages where the production is being done. I have seen that process. I have talked to the artisans and how Haver India has changed their life. They have given them livelihood. So those are the stories that I am willing to capture now. Yeah,
Right.
do follow Haver India, guys. You will see a lot of yeah, you'll see a lot of videos coming up wherein you see karigari reels, you will see artisan lives, you will see all the impact that you have made, and it's not made up. Not everything in a brand has to be made up.
Interesting. Thank you, Molly, for sharing that experience. I'm sure it will be helpful for a few of them. Now I'd like to come and talk about where we are sitting today, Narayana Business School. Tell me, how does NBS happen to you in your life? And I would want you to share some of things that you are carrying from Narayana Business School.
So as I recall, there was this one person once upon a time. She carried everything, the motivation to be the earner of the family, to make her parents proud, to prove something to people who bullied me once. To the people who supported me, I wanted to give back to them. So there was a lot of aspirations, there were a lot of motivations, there was a lot of positivity and the zeal to be challenged and being blown away. As I said, I wanted to be perfectly uncomfortable in order to be growing. So I wanted growth from day one. I remember in my genesis I used to try to ask questions from every founder that I saw. I wanted to take I wanted to put them in a difficult position so that I can learn more. So I did that. Then I went back. I made some really good friends along the way. I have this badge, which is another feather in the stone. I won the debate competition. I won Miss Freshers. But it was some another achievement. मतलब achievement थी, ठीक है. But it gave me something tangible in terms of growth. I could speak in front of 500 people right now and I won't be nervous.
I can see that. I still remember Molly of day one versus you always you could speak, but speaking with clarity is something that I think I am a witness to.
Yes. So that the confidence, how you need to deal with other people. Not everybody has the same mindset, the same magnitude, the same amount of motivation that you do. Sometimes that has happened to me. So personally, my intention was to do something good, but in return I did not get it. So मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ कि तुम्हारे कर्म तुम्हारे साथ, किसी और के कर्म तुम उनके साथ. So I always tried my best. I don't know कि बुरा हुआ अच्छा हुआ, but मैंने अपने से अच्छा करा. That is the satisfaction that I hold, and this is something that I'll take back also.
You do a lot of things. I don't want to name all of them, but tell me few projects that you have picked up during your college that gave you a little more confident of being a brand manager.
Okay. So there was this one project. We went to a flower market, which is completely unorganized. We used to go to the shops, and they did not used to understand the language because language barrier. Gujarati is there, and I don't know Gujarati. But still, somehow we managed to communicate. So that never give up attitude, the urge to learn something from even the unorganized and then implementing it to organized, that report that forced us to be out of our comfort zone. There was one another visit to the HR of a company. So the HR was handling, I think so, 50 personnel single-handedly. And she was a multitasker, she was bold, she could speak whatever she wanted to. This is something that even I cannot. I hesitate sometimes कि यार उसको बुरा लग जाएगा. But being a HR means you have to be blunt.
People often pick HR because they think they can be nice to people. I think you have to do the opposite. You have to do the most difficult conversations most of the time.
Exactly. So I think so. Be sweet wherever you are required, but be harsh wherever you are required to. That is one learning that I take. And be on people's level when you talk with them. अगर कोई तुमसे हिंदी में बात कर रहा है, हिंदी में बात कर लो यार. What is the problem? It's not a status to speak in English. It is simple. जो जैसे आपसे बात कर रहा है, आप उसके साथ वैसे ही रेसिप्रोकेट करके बात करो.
Right. So talk about your internship. Where did you do your internship, and do you think it helped you?
Oh yes. Oh my god, that internship, it was so hectic. So I had a agency called Brand Visage Communications Private Limited. They had really good brands, like once they had PVR, they had Parker Group, they had Phoenix Malls, they had Fab Essentials. That's the skincare brand for Fab India. Yeah. HCL Tech. So I have worked on those companies. I was handling approximately 20 companies at once. So yeah, during my internship. So like of course not all 40 I had like holistically, but some part किसी का कुछ कर लिया, किसी का कुछ कर लिया. Then on my third day, they gave me a social media calendar which had a quantum of 40 posts. And none of them had to be repeated since the last 6 months. So I had to do my research for the last 6 months, generate 40 novel ideas, with the same amount of products that they had since like what, 6 months? Yeah, a long time. So it was like something, I got approximately 20 rejections or 20 changes in that calendar. आधा calendar तो change ही हो गया. But then the learning that I got from them, insane. So what I used to think is कि social media पे ऐसी कुछ एक aesthetically कुछ भी design कर दो and then it goes away. But it's not like that. You have to have an intent, you need to have a communication, you need to have your target audience in place, everything. There are like 100 things that goes behind the scenes.
बिजनेस के पीछे का बिजनेस जानना जरूरी है.
हाँ, exactly on point. So वहाँ पे वो सीखा. So ORM सीखा. ORM is online reputation management. So in ORM what you need to do is कि आप customers को कैसे respond करते हो. जब आप customers को respond करते हो, you can either say thank you with a heart, but you can also say thank you for taking out the time to comment. We really appreciate it and hope you would purchase from us in the future. See the amount of
Ask
difference.
call to action.
Yeah. So that is the shift in the ideology, the shift in the mindset, the way of thinking. It was something else. And yeah, that company used to take account of every minute. They used to call into the cabin like 2 times. What do you have in task? What are you keeping in mind? And I used to complete my task early. I designed and wrote copies for more than 300 Amazon banners. Yeah, and that too within 2 months. This was a 1-week assignment for me. So I did copywriting, I did designer brief, I did ideation, I did some licensing for them even. So yeah, it was really nice.
Do you think AI tools will take over brand managers a good part of their job?
A good part, yes. I think so. It is the उसूल है मार्केट का. अगर आप अपने आप को अपस्किल नहीं करोगे तो मार्केट आपको बाहर निकाल देगा. That is what is happening. कि if you don't upskill yourself right now, the AI tools will replace you. Either you be the master of AI tools or the AI will be the master of you.
Interesting. Have you encountered it yet around you?
Yes, I also learned graphic designing.
Okay.
When I did graphic designing, it is very difficult for me to make a template and that too aesthetically matching with the brand's persona, image and everything. But now I have to just write 2 sentences in the chat GPT, make a visual for this, and it will come right across. And that too so aesthetically placed, understanding the prompt in once. I can do a job in 1 hour. And the chat GPT can do it in 2 minutes. And 2 minutes is even like, I'm saying it exaggerating even.
So yeah, AI is definitely coming for you, but you have to go for something else. I want to talk about LinkedIn. How active are you on LinkedIn?
I'm very active.
And what do you have to say to people about LinkedIn when it comes to your persona, when it comes to your brand building?
ओके सो एज अ ब्रांड मैनेजर, अगर आप ब्रांड के लिए काम कर रहे हो तो आपको अपना पर्सनल ब्रांड भी बनना ज़रूरी है. बिकॉज इफ़ यू डोंट ब्रांड योर सेल्फ, हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू ब्रांड अ ब्रांड?
Right. In fact, that's my philosophy. If I don't see people's personal brand as good one, I really don't think that they are good brand managers. So your LinkedIn should talk about you as a brand. Your Instagram should talk about you as a brand, especially when you are doing a branding, because आज के डेट में branding majorly happens on either digital channel like websites or something like that, but major chunk is your social media and LinkedIn and Instagram stuff, Facebook stuff. And if you aren't able to create a brand around you, which is personal brand, I think you haven't practiced enough to make somebody else a brand.
So whenever I do something on my weekends also, I work 16 hours a day, but on my weekends I make it a point that I learn something new, because now college is not happening, but still you need to upskill yourself. How will you do it? by visiting places, by going to startups. I went to Bharat Mandapam with you. Yeah, we were there, and I did a coffee stall with my friends. That was my own branding. I did sales, I did strategizing, I did negotiation. So I moved the stall from a very far away place to the customer's focus point. So I did negotiation there. I talked to various people. I have on-field experience wherein I can actually communicate and relate to people, and I observe a lot. 1.5 hours of my Delhi metro has given me great observational skills. Yeah, right. It has given me good observational skills. I can see now, I can see who's doing what, who's in what field. I think so. I take guesses in myself, try to be creative कि कौन से फील्ड में काम करता होगा while looking at their persona. So yeah, that is one food for thought. But yeah, I digress. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the question was?
Question was that LinkedIn optimization वाला बात. Yeah.
So LinkedIn optimization आपके पर्सनल ब्रांड के लिए ज़रूरी है, and I personally post a lot of stories or a lot of posts around psychology and branding.
Right.
If you have ever been to my page, you would see that, and that is my core competency. I'm out there shouting out for myself कि मेरे पास branding और psychology है. If you wanted, hire me. Guys, hire me.
ये कट कर देना, हेबर इंडिया को दिखना चाहिए. सटल वे में जाने दो. ठीक है, बढ़िया वीडियो पिच बन जाएगी. इसको छोटा सा एक वीडियो पिच बना के दे देना.
हाँ, मेरे को दे देना यार प्लीज. काम आएगा वीडियो रेज्यूम में काट के डाल दूंगी.
ये सारे 4-5 चीजें मिक्स करेंगी और लास्ट में बोलेगी गाइस हायर मी नाउ. राइट. नहीं ये रॉ वीडियो दे देंगे, बना लेना अपना वीडियो पिच.
थैंक्स यार, थैंक्स.
So good. Now I'm going to ask a very difficult question, and that is for your own clan, which is Gen Z, the most talked about thing in today's time. You are also a Gen Z, having a considered experience of working for a while, and plus staying in a city like Delhi. What is your ask to Gen Z regarding what have they got wrong? A lot of things, obviously, we know is right for sure, but what have they got wrong, specifically when it comes to making choices about career, working hard for it and stuff like that?
So things that they have gotten wrong is the idea of work-life balance. Initially, I think so it is a really difficult one to get, and plus you don't have the responsibility as of now. तो अभी अगर वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस ढूंढोगे, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मत ढूंढो, हैव द वीकेंड्स ऑफ, बट वीकडेज पे वर्क लाइक एनीथिंग. इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू बिल्ड सोशल रिलेशनशिप्स, but it is important to build your professional relationships as well. How will you do it? After office, obviously. You can't do it in the office, otherwise who will work? So I would say that thing that is going wrong is work-life balance and the perception of it. Have your weekends, but weekdays are for work.
So I remember this thing reading coming out of Jeff Bezos, where he talks about work-life harmony. So I liked it. I think that sinks in a little bit more to me. That means when you're at work, you're fully at work. If the work demands 20 hours out of you, give it. But if the next day is not something that doesn't require too much of attention, have a little late, relax for a while, for a little longer that you will do. Find happiness at both the places. So वही equity के हिसाब से, wherever your attention demands more, focus on that. So example, when I spend a lot of time at work, I'll ensure I'll try to figure out friends and like-minded people around my work, because I'm working for the maximum time and I need people who I can gel up with. So I'll try to figure out that person and make it over it. And however obviously when the hustle is not required at work, you may choose to have a vacation for your family and spend, but it's only us who are addicted to phones, and even when we are with family, we are not actually with them, right? So a lot of those things. So work-life harmony is something I have better able to absorb. Yeah, so I think that can help people to solve the problem of work-life balance part that they're trying to achieve. So next round that we are going to do is a rapid fire round, wherein I'm going to ask some questions to you, and I need your really quick response, whatever you feel like, whatever comes to your mind. Here it goes. So one podcast that changed your perspective.
It would be Aman Gupta's The Barber Shop with Shantanu, the episode of Aman Gupta. He was candid, he was casual, yet he spoke sense. So you don't have to be serious in order to sound serious. You just have to have your own personality but talk sense.
Your go-to productivity tool.
Pros and cons list.
Okay. An interview question that stumped you.
Who do you want to meet if you were to die right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, even I didn't know.
Right. A skill that you thought wouldn't matter but turned out to be crucial.
Teamwork.
Okay. Dream company or a dream role? What would you choose?
Dream role.
First thought when you got the placement offer?
Yes.
Okay, you're happy? Great. One habit that helped you succeed?
I think so, time management. Hands down.
You prefer group studies or solo presentations?
Group studies, they are fun and yet they teach you a lot out of the book as well.
What is the best late night snacks while studying?
Oh, it has to be black coffee.
Black coffee, okay. And if you had to choose a snack?
Then it would be Maggie.
One misconception about placement that you would like to burst?
जो ज़्यादा स्मार्ट होता है उसका प्लेसमेंट ज़्यादा जल्दी हो जाता है.
Oh yeah, I agree. They are more peculiar about their choices and that often delays the process.
Exactly.
If not this career, which is as branding and marketing, what would your plan be?
Being an entrepreneur or being an HR.
Okay. What is your first self-earning?
Rupees 500. I started my own venture like 3 years back. So all my graduation, both French certification and my graduation have been self-funded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Next big skill you want to learn?
Oh. Being able to communicate better and efficiently yet softly.
Okay, that's still you're looking. I think you're good at it.
I would like to be better.
Okay, interesting. One goal you're working on right now?
Being better me every day.
Diplomatic था थोड़ा सा
मसाला चाहिए.
हाँ थोड़ा सा straightforward चाहिए. One goal you're working on right now, if you have?
What am I working on? Thesis के आगे तो जीवन खत्म हो
And
रहा
अब immediate with the thesis याद आ रही है. Okay, nothing.
है. रहने दो सर.
Great. Yeah, I think most of the things that I wanted to ask is asked in here. Great. Thank you for answering out that very candid and rapid. That brings towards the end of the podcast. I just want you to give a quick message to all those who are listening to this podcast. Whatever advice or whatever learnings you think you want to share with them. The mic, the camera is all yours.
I think so. Everybody has their own stories. Just be empathetic towards yourself. Have the self-confidence. Never push anybody down. Try to be the new you each day. Nobody is competing with you. Everybody has their own timelines. Focus on self-growth and harmony. how can you be better each day should be your focus.
Great. Thank you. That's it.